And for me, that little place is a place called Lock Looser right there between Gainesville and California. A place where you can for me, that little place is a place called
What's up? Back.
Just a few minutes, you know.
Cool down some. JJ Cray. JJ Cray. And the mofo gonna hear me on the copyright, but it's all good. Welcome back, G13. Much love, brother. Miss you. Hopefully you're doing well. Justin Meds. Smoking that blueberry train, Mac. Thank you, sir. I like the Dr. Banana Head as well. Johnny Caniseed in the house. Naughty Nicky. We nerf life. We back, brother. Sounds like I'm in a tunnel. Oh. Thank you. Hopefully that's better. Fight me today. Yes, back to smoking the blueberry train mag. Thank you, Justin. Oh, we can get together and smoke sometime soon. Britt Anderson, looking for that next ride. I got this top chat live chat. What's up, Marshall? Again, this is open to the weed nerds. Pass this song along today. Happened to pop up again. Thought, what the heck? See if I can make that a little bit bigger. I get rid of these glasses. I am too signed in. Not signed in. Damn. That's too big. Sorry, JJ. We just enjoying your wonderful music. Don't get mad. Almost. There we go. Is on my mind. She's on my mind. Just a second. There we go. What's up, Bo? Man, I hope we can do that episode sometime soon. Please and thank you. Driving home from the doctor's appointment, hopefully with great. Maybe if I get this to level off a little bit, we'll try to take the phone outside and look at some planes. Now that things have leveled out a little bit. What's up, Benny? Welcome back. Can that roller. So what you guys smoking on today? What are you doing in the heat? How are you maintaining in the heat? Jeez, has it ever been hot? Ooh. Over it. Hope this isn't the theme for the summer by any means. Ooh. Don't crackle at them kids. What are you talking about? Nice. Fire. Cheers again, growing my life away. Getting my sativa rips. That Sweet Island skunk that you guys were mixing everything with was fire. Fire. Only 100 joints haven't even wanted to burn. It's so hot. Curveball. I just had some a strain called Curveball not so long ago. Miranda Fan Farms back in the house as well. And the fan helps a lot. No shit. Love a great sativa. I still got some of them crosses that you and Tony put out there. I believe I still have the Sweet Island Skunk cross. Marion Berry Farms. Genesis. Yeah, that's it. Nice. I really did enjoy the Dr. Banana Head. Justin, if you're still listening, smoked one for actually two. Smoked one before I got it. All right, I'm going to grab a pipe. A pipe and some dabs. She's on my mind. What's up? Oh yeah. I know that's right, Bo. Got a torch, a dab, my little puppy bowl. I have stuff to put it in. I believe I am set. Let's get high. Little fucking Black Keys now playing in the background. Good stuff right here. as the joint starts to take off. That's all right. I finished one and go back to the other. Here we go. That's on me. How's your guys' outdoor going? We get somebody in here, we'll sneak outside and take a peek at what I got going. Boy, that golden gold from Marshall, re-gifted by Red Eye Genetics, or Red Eye Rustler rather. Sorry, Red Eye. That and the Bubba, or pre-98 Bubba, are looking fantastic. Got a few things out there looking really nice so far. Very, very happy with the outdoors so far. Little monster mode. You guys listen? Any of y'all listen to the Black Keys? Isn't in the ground yet. I just put the African Black in that 30 gal, bottomless 30 gal. I don't know, that doesn't count as in ground, but I think that is about as close to the in ground as I've got so far. Got 3 more of them containers I'm gonna fill out, and then we'll see what the yard looks like. If I have to, I'll put more, and I'll put some shit in the dirt. What are you gonna put outdoors? That's a fair question, Bo. That's not close enough, he says. They'll go right through the bottom of that thing. Right through the bottom. Last year I had them in 10s. That tap root went right out the water hole, right around to the bottom of the plant, and straight down. That fucker did not give up. Yeah, I know. I'd like to go bigger, Bo, but we'll see. It's all live and learn on the outdoor over here. I don't know what this is, but I'd like to start. $5.55. Angel number to catch those of you who believe in the angel numbers. Oh, some more Black Keys. Oh, through the weep holes. Bottomless, yes. Through the weep hole, no. Fuck yeah, sounds like fire. I get ready. I flipped the indoors finally. Holy shit, I can't tell you how good it feels to have some shit flowering. Fuck yeah, the plants are already kicking, loving that shit. I'd say it's closer to maybe 5 days. I need 5 days. They've already had a pretty good stretch. What's up, meow flower? Cheers, respect to you. Nice. AK-47 was always fire. So you must have been the backbone of a lot of those crosses there in Michigan. Cheers, Mrs. Justin's Meds. Thank you, Brett. Keep y'all spirit high, the letter says. What's up, Smiley? Hopefully you had a great day. Can't wait to hang out, brother. We had some fun. A short time we got to hang this last time. Got to figure that out. I don't blame you. They wouldn't be the backbone of everything else if they weren't amazing, right? Yeah, we're going to a bowl. Yep, we're doing the bowl. There's some in there. I should probably finish that off, but
This is Gary Clark Jr. here with the guys.
I
This is
will.
Jam in the Van with the Greek Theater. This song we're about to play is called When My Train Pulls In.
This is a good one. If you're not a fan of Gary Clark Jr., you should be. All right, now what did I do with the lighter? Much better. Can't believe nobody's not wanting to pop on. The door's wide open. But until then, what y'all want to talk about? I just popped on because I was bored, ill attempted. It's a fucking jam right there. I think that was the first one I heard there, Bull. I literally don't know how a man's fingers don't catch on fire playing that shit. It's a good jam right here, too. SoCal, what up? Every day.
Cheers, fucker.
What's up, fucker?
Just sweating balls.
It's been sick, hasn't it?
It's been it's 103 on my patio right now.
That ain't right.
That ain't right. It's got so hot that it's killed. I've started 4 times outdoor, and all 4 have died. So I'm down. I started 5 seeds each time. All 5 seeds germinate, come up, they live for a couple days, and then just die.
I don't know how them girls out there that I've got out have made it through so well. I've been hitting them fucking in the morning before I go to work, at night. You know what I mean? Giving them a good water, and they've been taking it pretty good. And that just kind of brings back to my fucking argument. Like I get the heat, the extreme heat and flower, but there's ways around that as well. But you know, to pamper them like we do with air conditioning and shit like that, them girls out there are fine. Just like they, you know what I mean? They take it just like we do. It's tough, but they make it through.
Yeah. They'll make it. I think it's just I think it's honestly, I think it's a soil issue that I'm having. I think I got contaminated soil up here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I can't I started cover crop again in that same spot that I did last year, and that didn't survive. So I'm kind of wondering maybe I got to go get a tractor and dig a few graves and fill those graves up with some good soil.
May not be a bad plan.
Yeah. Just a matter of getting my lazy ass out the door and doing the 3.5-hour round trip drive to go pick up soil.
That's a couple. That's about 7 joints, 7, 8 joints for that ride.
Yeah.
I'm sure around there it's got to be beautiful. That's got to be a beautiful 3.5 hours at that.
The first hour is great. The first hour is through the mountains and stuff, and then it's into the city. So I hate being in the city nowadays.
I don't blame you.
Yeah, it's hell. There's the closest lake. Well, the second closest lake that I normally fish is on the city line, and I won't even go down there anymore just because it's such a hassle.
Yeah, I try to avoid going into town whenever
Yeah,
possible.
yeah. When I lived on the outskirts of the city, it wasn't so bad. Now that I'm you know way the hell out here in the sticks, I'm an hour from the nearest grocery store now. Now that I'm out here, I just hate going in where there's people.
I can feel it. The only difference with that is when you're that far out, like fucking time literally stands still, but goes by so fast. You know what I mean? You can fucking
Yep.
be doing whatever, and you're like, go into town, and you're like, it's been 2 years.
Yeah. Right.
Thought it's been a month and shit, man. Fucking,
Right.
it is a time travel out there in the fucking woods. That's or out in the country for sure.
I'll tell you what. The only way I know it's a weekend is because I wake up and my wife's still in bed.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it's. I'll tell you what though. I don't think I could ever live in a city again.
What about the woods? I mean, you're more desert like now. Would you ever
I'm.
consider about going full sticks?
Oh, that's our plan. Is she's got a couple years left until she hits her full pension, and once she hits her full pension, man, I'm looking for somewhere out of this shithole state with lakefront property in the woods.
Dude, you as far as I don't know if you can hunt them or whatever, but man, I have been seeing a lot of reports of like big cat here in fucking northern Michigan, like fucking big cat, and
Yeah.
just the wildlife in general. There's a lot of variety of shit up there, man.
Oh yeah. Oh
I
yeah.
think you'd be happy in Michigan.
I would. The snow is what would get her. She does not do well with the snow or the extreme heat. So kind of stuck to you know
That could be a problem.
chasing the weather. It could be a big problem. Could be a big problem. We're looking at Tennessee, places around Tennessee area. Um, possibly out there, kind of near Thunder Dan. Out there in North Carolina. But we're definitely getting the hell out of California. I'll tell you that. And I don't care if
It's
I go
nice
to
out
illegal.
that way.
What's that?
So it's out nice out that way towards North Carolina.
Yeah, yeah. And I really don't care if I go to a legal state or not because if you do it right, nobody knows you're doing it.
Yeah. Yeah. Definitely have the stuff to keep you safe these days for sure.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. It's not like I'm planning on growing a warehouse. Yeah,
Well, we
it's
still
been
try
brutal out here
anyway.
though. I've talked to a few guys out here that are having issues this year, and I don't know if it's the heat that we've had
But
or what's going on, but I got a buddy that lives about 35, 40 minutes west of me, and he's actually in the mountains, and he's having issues as well. He's had 2 runs already die. So I'm not quite sure what's going on out here. Did we lose Eagle? Oh no,
can't
he's there.
tell if I'm freezing up or if it's you, brother.
It could be either one of us. I thought you froze up for a minute, but it might have been me. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't know either. This computer's been weird.
Yeah, my internet quality is about little to none.
Oh, you seen what was going on here? I had to restart this and it came back a little bit better, but that's not saying it isn't starting to act up again.
Yeah. Yeah, I've been dropping signal like crazy lately. It's about time to get rid of the internet provider and go with somebody new.
Shit, I'm just happy to actually have an internet provider these days. That's the
Right.
bitch about living up in the sticks or out in the too far out is that shit further out you get, that bandwidth narrows and your choice of provider starts getting a little thinner and shit.
Yeah. Yes, it does. I got two choices out here and none of them are great. I'm really considering going with Elon's server, going and doing that Starlink.
Yeah, I've heard good things.
I've heard both good and bad. I've heard the service itself is great. The customer service is shit. So
Mm.
it's
Yeah.
kind of a double-edged sword from what I understand.
Good advice. Both said don't be afraid to reset your router once a week. It definitely helps.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Well, we don't really have a choice. Our power goes out once a week, so everything gets to reset. It's got so bad out here with the reliability of the power grid that I had a good buddy of mine come in and put an inlet into my panel for the generator, so I can just plug the generator into my panel.
Nice.
Yeah.
Maybe fucking some nice quiet generators these days, man. Cheap quiet generators. I was surprised.
Yeah. Problem is, I got to go to Arizona to buy anything like that.
Yeah, a lot more
Yeah.
restrictions.
We can't. I can't buy any gas powered equipment here. Uh, Yeah,
I can
my
believe
weed.
that. I recently had to buy a fucking new motor. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Oh no, go ahead.
I can believe that. I just had to buy a gas mower. Wanted to buy a new mower, and they were fucking expensive. You could buy cheaper, like the battery operated mower, cheaper than you could a fucking.
Yeah.
I didn't want a battery operated, but
Well,
I did.
the gas powered is banned out here. You can't even. Stores can't even sell them here.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Anything that's considered like a small engine, they can't sell it here.
Wow, that sucks.
So I had to buy a new weed whacker. I had to go to freaking Arizona to buy a weed whacker.
That's wow.
Yeah. And then I got the big old giant 8,000 watt DeWalt generator. I had to drive to Arizona for that. And I bought the last one they had, and the lady says to me when I'm buying it, because everything at Home Depot now is locked up in a cage. So you can't buy a paintbrush without having somebody unlock it for you.
Sad.
But the lady's unlocking the thing for me, and she goes, "Oh, let me guess, you're from California." I'm like, "Well, what do you mean? Like, do I stand out that bad?" And she goes, "No, but everybody's coming over here to buy stuff because you guys can't get it at home." It's like, well, yeah, we can't buy anything gas.
That's completely nuts.
Right? It's stupid. It's absolutely stupid. So, like, even dirt bikes, like two-stroke dirt bikes, you can buy them here. You can buy the newer ones that meet all the EPA standards, but you can't ride them on public land.
Really?
Yeah. So
Wow.
it's just one more reason that we're looking to get out of here.
That's a couple fucking good reasons, if you ask me. I
Yeah. The list of reasons to stay is a lot shorter than the reasons to leave.
Husqvarna is good chainsaw all day. Marcus
Yeah.
and shit.
Can't get those here.
Yeah, that's just the electric, and we're not ready for that. We're not ready to put everything onto electrical. And why does that make that a better choice? You know what I mean? Just because windmills and fucking solar panels and shit. I don't necessarily think that's the answer either. You know what I mean?
No.
Seems like it just comes all with a steeper price, and we're paying for the upgrade through the process.
I can see the wind and the solar as a supplemental, but not for trying to power an entire city.
Yeah, man. I fucking drove by a fucking windmill farm the other day, and that fucking shit blew me away, man. I was like, fucking, it's wild to see those giant blades fucking just
Yeah.
you next up next to them, and you feel so fucking small and shit. It's like, damn.
Oh yeah. Well, that motor up on top that those blades are connected to, that's the size of a damn city bus.
I can believe that.
Cheers, Eagle, SoCal, chat.
Cheers, brother.
Cheers,
How you doing?
I'm doing good. I'm actually all far behind on everything because of my like back procedure I had a few weeks back.
Oh no. What'd they do?
Uh, they went they went into the the bone in the back and went inside of it and then melted the nerves that are on the inside of your bone. So that kind of threw me back a little bit, and just getting thrown back is like gives me anxiety because now I'm all fucking behind, indoor and out. You know what I mean? I got one plant I put outside, and everything got like put off late, so it is what it is. Actually, just tied it down yesterday, kind of fatten it out a little bit.
You're more important than any plant. You gotta remember that. Fucking
Yeah.
that sucks. Sorry to hear that, brother.
But yeah, getting back into the harvest again. I need to harvest as much as I can every day, but taking breaks throughout the day and fucking around and smoking and shit, and I ended up getting nothing done. Well, I think we've been having the same weather as you. It was like fucking disgustingly hot for like 3 days, and then I don't know what happened today. Today was like struggling to get into the 70s.
Oh wow.
Oh, I can't wait for that shit.
Yeah, I think tomorrow's supposed to be like 75 or something.
No, it's been fucking super hot.
That's been 75 has been like our low.
Yeah, we've had a few of those nights. I seen next week, either next week or the week after, 56-degree nights. If that's going to be a real thing, I'm welcome. I'm welcoming
That's the
it.
nice windows open night.
Right. Yeah, I haven't had. I've kind of put up without the air conditioner the last fucking couple of years. I just in the day it makes me not want to do anything. It's nice, like for nice cold sleep, but usually a nice fan and I can deal with it. But man, this heat the last fucking couple of days, man, that shit broke me. I literally about kicked out, opened the garage door and was like, "Where are you at?" I gotta have one room. That's an awesome background, SoCal, by the way.
Oh yeah, I'm working on a new logo, trying to trying to get it all set up. But I'm actually starting to put some effort into the YouTube thing, so decided to make a logo.
You're doing pretty well over there with like the nature
I'm getting there.
stuff, and that's that's content YouTube kind of likes. Might as well fucking make it a serious account, man. And I've got some decent views over there. Fuck, man. I looked the one day you had fucking 3,500 views on the one video. I was like, man, look at him go.
Yeah. Oh, that was at the border when I was at the border or something. Yeah.
Oh, I think you were fishing. No.
Okay. Yeah. Maybe
It was a longer stream, but you were finishing. You were fishing.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I think was that when I was down at the saltwater, down at the bay?
I think so.
Yeah, I was down there with the wife. Had that shit going for like 7 hours.
Nice. Yeah, that was the one.
Yeah. We actually started a channel for her because we wanted to be able to do the split screen thing and get 2 different points of view of the same thing.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're getting close with hers. I mean, we just started it like 2 days ago, so she's already
people. Subscribe to the
almost up to that 50 subscribers.
What's the name of the channel? Yeah,
It's I'm gonna be shameless here. It's Mrs. SoCal Outdoors.
there you go.
Yeah, there's if you go to my thing on like the little community posts, there's a link to hers.
Nice.
So, but she's I took her fishing was April, because our anniversary is 420. So we went up to Lake Havasu in Arizona for a week, and on the way there, she's talking about, I was talking about, the whole trip, in my eyes, was all about fishing Lake Havasu. She's talking about, oh, I just want to sit by the water and read a book. I have no interest in fishing. And on the way home, she was going, hey, can we stop at Bass Pro Shop so I can get my own stuff? So now she's, she works a 4-day work week. So her first day off now, it's kind of tradition. We're going fishing.
Been feeling the need to hit the water or be around the water lately.
I'll tell you what, man, there's something about being on the water or being out in the middle of the woods. It just it cleanses the soul.
I actually did that yesterday. I went over by the canal because it feels like air conditioning over when you're up like high over the water like that. Yep. And the area's been compromised. There's never been anyone there, and if there was, they'd leave when I come. Instead, this time there was a couple of drunk crackheads that were up there, and I actually had to leave. And I'm like, fuck, they ruined the whole time.
Oh yeah, that's normal out here. Drunk crackheads. That's just, that's a Tuesday afternoon at Walmart here.
It's every day in Flint. Yeah. A lot better. Flint's gotten a little better, I think, since I left, but still a crazy town.
What gets me is all the people living in their cars down by the beach here. It's insane.
Fucking, that's everywhere, man. That's everywhere. Literally,
Yeah.
I stopped I was out in Owasso a few weeks back, and getting some propane, and fucking the guy, I pull over there, and guy looks over towards the woods, and he's like, "There's one right there." And I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Yeah, I don't know what it is. It's like around every Tractor Supply place, there's like a fucking homeless fucking community, like out back."
That's funny because there's one in my town next to the tractor trailer store. That's fucked up.
But so there's got to be some truth to that. I even asked a few people, and they're like, "Yeah, it seems to be like a thing." Walmart, behind a lot of Walmarts, you can find that as well. It's wild.
Yeah,
Sad.
It's getting bad. The beach and the bay down here is just littered with it. Because it's nice and cool, and then you're on the beach, so It's bad. It's really bad. It got to the point where we don't leave the house without a sidearm if we're going down to the beach to go fishing.
It's crazy.
It's all the parking lots down there. There's signs posted everywhere. It's no parking from like 10 to 6, but they've actually stopped enforcing that because there's no way to enforce it. What I'm curious to know though is like, how are all these people getting the money to buy these brand new motorhomes?
I tell you what, when I went out to California a few years back, I was blown away, literally blown away. I'd heard how bad the homeless problem was in San Francisco, but to see it firsthand, and I had seen
Yeah.
homelessness, pretty at a pretty bad level around Flint, Michigan, all over. But when I got out there and it was like right in everybody's face and everybody just like literally it was accepted. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Nobody was stifled by it other than me, it seemed like. But it blew my mind. Right there in fucking town. Tents on
Oh
black
yeah.
top in the parking spaces in fucking Raven Town and shit. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got like little mom and pop shops that are shutting the doors because it's a tent city out in front of their store, and they're like, well, our customers don't feel safe coming here, so we got to go.
That's
Yeah.
like in Boston, there was Meth Mile where they all had the tent set up, and I think they ripped them down now. But like I was leaving a doctor's appointment, and there was a lady taking a shit right on the sidewalk at like 1 in the afternoon, in the middle of all the homeless people all drugged up or whatever, and
Yeah.
like no one seemed to care, and I'm like, no one sees that. That's normal over there.
And that's the sad part, is that's normal now.
Yeah.
That's our new normal. I mean, some of these people, I feel for them. They're a lot of veterans or whatever that they come back from military shit, and their minds all screwed up, and they end up on the streets. But a lot of them are on the streets by choice because they're all hooked on freaking dope. They don't want to clean it up. I won't give them money. They ask for money like every 5 steps down the beach. Somebody's asking for a cigarette or money.
Yeah, I don't give money either. And the sad thing
No.
about it is if you try to give something that, you know what I mean? You try to eliminate where your money's going. You try to hand them a sack of food or something like that that's actually beneficial for them. You literally, as you walk away, look over your shoulder or look in your mirror, you see that shit go.
Yep. Yeah.
Yep. That's why I didn't give you money. That's why I didn't give you.
Yeah. We had a guy last Friday when we were down fishing, living out of his little 1988 Ford Astro van. Came up and just started talking our ear off. And we stopped and grabbed a sandwich on the way there from the deli, and I'm sitting there eating my sandwich, and the guy's looking at me, and I'm just like, no, but I'm not giving you my sandwich. And a little while later, I caught a fish, and he comes over, oh, are you going to eat that fish? It's like, no, I'm going to throw him back, I catch and release. Because, man, if you're just going to throw him back, I'll take it. And I will give him credit. He actually filleted that thing up and threw it on his little barbecue right then and there and ate it. So I was good with that.
I was just reading a Vulture Mike comment.
You guys want to take a peek at the outdoor?
Hell yeah.
Absolutely.
Let me try to load up. Yeah, I'm actually pretty happy about the way things are looking this year. Last year, I got a little taste of being able to, fuck around outdoors. This year, I got a decent start. They were like, they were well prepared to go outdoors. With that being said, but
All right.
This year I put my plant out and it did not like it. Like I put it off in the shade for like 2 days, and then I put it in the sun, and that thing's fucking the leaves started to turn white and curl, and I was like, oh my god, this thing's gonna die. And if it does, I guess fuck it. You know what I mean? And then it just snapped out of it, and it's fine now. It's nice, actually nice and green and looks perfect. But at one point,
Nice.
it was on his deathbed.
A little bit of sun shock, never heard it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with mine outside. I don't know if it's the sun's too intense or if I got, something wrong in the soil that just keeps killing everything off. I'm kind of thinking that we have this tree in the yard. It's called the tree of heaven, and it's actually the tree from hell. Um, but I've been doing some research, and it says that the roots from that tree will poison everything around it.
see, that's out right there. That's the African, or yeah, the African black gifted to me by Pizza Pirate that you see in chat.
Can you
It's
big screen yourself? Is
Yeah, I
that
think I can. Actually, as you can see, that thing's as tall as I am already.
Nice.
And let me see here. Let me try to pin myself. I'm on my phone. I used to fucking doing shit on my phone. There's got to be a way. Hmm. Sorry, guys. Well, we'll just
no biggie?
yeah, right. All right, so we'll walk over here. So over here, she's pushing, from the pot
Oh,
42 inches already. Uh, that is the Vietnamese black right there. This golden gold gifted to me by Red Eye Rustler from Modern Genetics. And right there we have pre from
very nice.
20 sent me some samples, and I found a single seed in one of them. I was like, what? Why not? This is work cola from Nick Risden. And we have some old gym socks somewhere in here, and then some more work cola right here. And these were gifted to me from Big Jar Big Jar Grove.
Nice.
I have them in the outdoor. And, yeah, I think they're looking pretty good. They're going to be up potted. This one and this one or this one. I haven't made the decision yet. I got two more of them big pots back there. I'm gonna up pot, and then a couple of them may go into the ground. And the other rest of them are just gonna stay in the fucking tents. I was joking the other. I said vegetable plants, my weed plants. I think my priorities are stuff. Should be worried about the food as much as I am that cannabis, but I don't know. I'm not a tomato nerd, right?
Right. Well,
Speaking of
hey,
which,
if you do,
I got my DOA cucumber patch going strong right now.
Nice.
nice. If the plants grow right, they'll turn you into the vegetable, and you don't have to worry about it.
So I'm anxious to see how. There we go. Back this way. Hopefully, I'm stuck with a lot of work in the fall.
Right.
Starting to rain out there. They're calling for an inch of rain in the next hour and a half.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we've gotten some pretty good spouts the last few fucking days. You know, with the heat, then some hard fucking bursts of rain, which leads one. I guess I want to talk about that as well because it's been so hot. My local store where I get my water from, my Myers, which is that's a funny thing as well, man. I've been around the state and like them reverse osmosis water tanks are some of them are legit. I've watched them run out of water. You know what I mean? So I I can put somewhere in my head there's an osmosis tank somewhere, just like it says. You know what I mean? And you're gonna run that bitch out with a high demand, right? And I don't care. It's not gonna keep up if you got. So I've seen a few stores run out, and I was like, hey, that's actually got to be reverse osmosis. And then I've been to some towns, South Haven, Michigan. I'm looking at you. You go to them fucking things and they fucking all you can smell is fucking chlorine out of them fucking bitch. And it's like a swimming pool. It smells like a swimming pool coming out of that reverse osmosis, and it's got fucking pressure. You know what I mean? Like a fire hose. You're like, yeah, that's I've never seen them run out. I'm like, yeah, that's a scam. And
Yeah.
so I wondered here about my local water supply. The Myers by me has been where I've been getting my water, and that seems to have been the best I found around me so far. And I went the other day, and because of the heat, man, it was out. It was finally out. And I was like, that's a good sign. But it's been out the last few times I've been. So my plants have been kind of fucking my indoor plants. And again, that's kind of funny how you'll treat your indoor. So, okay, we were just talking about how you treat the indoor versus outdoor. My
Right.
outdoor has been getting well water whole time. The plants look great. My indoor plants, I'm like, no, oh no, nothing but the best of water for them. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so I think that's kind of funny as well. But they've been getting tap water the last few fucking rounds because the fucking machine's been down. And then the other day I'd fucking thought about it. I'm like, you know what? I've got some tubs. Fucking, I live alone. I don't give a fuck if I've got fucking tubs all along the back of my house. You know what I mean? I'm gonna set some out. And I fucking filled up some tubs during one of those hard rains. And I fed that shit to my fucking indoor plants. And man, I opened up the door the next morning and them bitches were so fucking happy and healthy
Oh,
and
yeah.
fucking. I was like, yeah, I forgot about that, giving my indoor plants. So I'm going to start doing that a little bit more often when we get these harder rains. Just in
Yeah.
time. I hope we get one, by the way. Sorry.
They love that rainwater. They love it.
Yeah, there's a definite difference if I water my lawn with just a sprinkler going over like rain. There's a huge difference. The vegetables or anything that's outside.
Well, the rainwater doesn't have all that shit added to it.
Yeah, true. I don't know. Whatever it is, they love it. They love it.
Yeah, I was at the old house. I had each downspout from the rain gutters had a 35-gallon barrel, and that would get me through half a season.
Those fucking you guys out there in California can be limited to that shit. I can't, aren't you? Like, and even
Yeah,
penalized for too much.
there's certain spots where it's it's illegal to catch the water. Yeah, it's certain neighborhoods, they can actually they can fine you for it.
That's just crazy for something you can catch out of the side. In the news report that I had seen on it, they were like, the news reporter was super snooty about it and was acting like you were stealing from everybody else the amount that you could capture from the sky. But yeah, you need people that are like buying those. I'm gonna pin up Random Family Farmers while we talk. We got big corporations buying water rights and robbing people of fucking that California fires. What happened there? Fucking the fire hydrants were fucking dry while fucking private companies held water rights and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the thing.
They're wanting to put so these farmers out here that are on a well, they're wanting to put meters on the well and charge them for their freaking well water.
Because somebody else owns those rights. It's wild.
Yeah. Yeah.
What are we looking at?
I got Tri-Fi Sunday, Purple Turban, Tokyo. I got 3 different kinds: lingonberries, strawberry, lime margarita, and some other one. I forget the name from my buddy. And then I got like pretty much just repeats of them in the back 6 here. They're kind of just going into flower. You can see like the budlets starting.
Good.
Nice.
Looking good. I can't wait to see some flower in that room.
Most of these front rows are already missing like all the tops. Just kind of cutting down whatever's left now.
Beautiful. I'm kind of jealous.
That's nice and clean. Always nice and clean.
As much as I hate trimming, man, I would love to be trimming right now.
Oh, that's right. I was saying that the last episode. You won't hear me fucking be calling that shit trim jail anytime soon.
Right.
Calling that trim blessing and
Exactly.
I'll tell you one thing, my fucking herbs now, the first one I ever bought, still works just like day one. I'm still
Nice.
using those things. I wet trim. That's what takes so long to harvest because I kind of just wet trim it down to perfection, throw it in the machine, and when it comes out of the machine, now it just sits for a little bit and it's ready to go. I don't have to fuck with it after. But it takes way more time doing it now.
do you throw it all in there or do you fucking give it a nice little wet trim before you throw it in there?
I know I give it a wet trim down to like, so I don't have to trim it ever again after. So it's like takes time now.
That's one that like I was talking to Breeder Steve the other day. One of the fucking beautiful benefits of that wet trim is that sweet hash. You don't get that as much or as good of hash from dry trimming like that. Yeah, it builds up, but it ain't the same. It's just not the same.
Yeah, that is true. That fresh, wet trimmed hash is better.
I sit there with a fucking shot glass and a razor blade and scrape it off meticulously every time it builds up on those blades. So good.
Man, I got a big pile of fucking trim right here, and I just use it for a fucking ashtray. Throw it in the trash.
Oh man,
It all goes right in my compost pile.
Save all that trim for those freaking bubble bags.
Yeah, well then throw it in the freezer.
Well, you got about 2.5 weeks till the official Wu-Tang tour stop in Boston over here, which is sold out. So that's going to be cool.
How was the Vegas one?
The Vegas one was pretty cool. I fucked up because I didn't wear my back brace, and there was no seating. But
Oh, that sucks.
the place that I'm going to coming up is I have the ability to sit when I need to,
Nice.
which is gonna be it makes a huge difference on if I can make it through the night or not. All the stops too been having after parties, so that's actually where all the fun really is.
And you linked up with Johnny when you were out there in Vegas, right?
Yep. Yep, we went to the show together.
Nice. Did you drive with good old Johnny Mario Andretti over there?
Man, like I told him, it was scarier than like a thrill ride or some shit. I was bracing for impact the whole time.
Yeah. Yep. Hey, did he at least put water in the bong for you?
I actually don't smoke out of bongs, and he bought a brand new bong just for when I come, and I'm like, fuck. But yeah, actually, we brought up your whole thing because I had to make sure that there was water in it, and then I took one hit out of it. But we talked about that.
Yeah. Johnny, if you're out there in chat, I can't see you, but cheers, buddy. My lungs are still on fire. Yeah, that was kind of funny. He said he cleaned out the bong and got everything ready for me to show up and got it all nice and cleaned out and forgot to put the water back in. And that hurt a little bit. I'll tell you what, though, I smoked some of that squirrel breath that he had, and it put me down for the count.
Eagle, remember I got this thing for like the dab hits or whatever. So I watched my buddy. He fucking put the heated end in his mouth and took a hit and smoked his cheek meat off. Like, I ain't never seen that before yet.
Yikes.
So naturally we cried. Naturally we cried laughing at him.
While he's over there crying with burns. That had to hurt, man.
That was right before didn't even get out of the car yet. We were walking into a cannabis event in Maine, and we did that in the parking lot. That's how we walked in. Someone cooking bacon, Joe Rogan.
You guys see the Liver King coming after fucking Joe Rogan?
Oh yeah, he got arrested.
That's crazy. I've seen some of them videos of him, in that process, man. That dude's pretty far out in the videos. Crazy shit.
How was that gems and genetics thing, Eags?
That was a good time.
Every time it doesn't rain out, it's a good time.
Suck time. Yeah, was the only downside I think to it was they put most of the fucking good entertainment. Not that there wasn't great entertainment all weekend, you know what I mean? But I considered Mendo Dope should have played Saturday, but they crunched together Mendo Dope and Fortunate Youth. Friday, which a lot of people had a hard off to catch Mendo Dope and to get down there and make it in time for Mendo. I barely made it in time for Mendo Dope. Me and my pretty much booked in to catch Mendo Dope, but that was fucking. They put on a banger. They always do. Every time they come to Michigan, they put on a fucking banger. And Fortunate Youth were super cool. I got this big. I got to meet. This is me and the lead singer. Bang.
Oh, nice.
hanging out with them guys at their booth for quite a while. They were super cool, super down to earth, fucking not like fucking a lot some other people that just won't smoke your weed. They fucking walked up them cats. That dude right there passed his fucking joint and shit. Hey man, nice to meet you. Fucking got down, so talked to them guys. Modern fucking bought a bunch of fucking shit, and he bought a hat and a fucking shirt and some
Nice.
other shit, and they threw in like all their CDs on top of it, and then he got them to sign all the band members. We went back, and all the band members happened to be right there, which there's a lot of fun, and all of them signed his hat and shit, which was super cool. So, and they put on a fucking banger of a show. Besides, hey, two things about me: the mushrooms fucking kick in during that live episode. Is I've never seen Fortunate Youth play. And they do this thing like where they put it on a long set, so I figured they'd take like an intermission, and they just kind of stepped out, and some other musicians like stepped in and kept the music going while they took like a momentary break.
You keep
Which I
going
was
in
like,
and
that's
out.
kind of cool. Pretty seems kicked in. I couldn't tell. They fucking were like at the bongos, and they'd be one musician, the guy from Fortunate Youth, and then I'd like look over at the fire people, and then go back, and it'd be somebody else on the bongos. So like fucking during the second half, I was like, man, did they step out? And I didn't even fucking know it. So I kind of shut down the live stream, and as soon as I shut down the live stream, Fortunate Youth was like completely back on the stage. And I like find Modern who's up at the stage fucking rocking out. And then they fucking just shut down. Something happened in township or whatever, shut them down. They pulled the plug, literally pulled the plug on the fucking music. And Fortunate Youth was like, sorry guys, they wanted to fucking play another set and shit. And so that was the downside, was like during the middle of the set, for Fortunate Youth, they kind of got shut down early. So that was a bummer. But other than that, man, night two had some great all day music. And who was it? Ellie Mack or something, I think, was their headliner for Saturday. And that was a good show. Unexpectedly a great show, great performance. But yeah, all weekend long was pretty good. A lot of great folks out there. Got to hang with Modern
Right.
Genetics, Mr. Smiley Gardens, and Jessica briefly. Red Eye Rustler, got to hang with him, and a lot of the people that are hanging out in the booths. You know, some of the people you always see. But it was a good time. I knew that I needed to get the fuck out of the city. It was worth the price for me anyway. For the weekend to go. I drove back roads pretty much there, back roads home, and beautiful day. Smoked fucking the whole trip there all the way back, and got to see a lot of cool country road shit. So it was a great weekend all in all for me. I get out of the city, much needed, much needed. Good time.
You don't realize how much you miss the country and the woods until you're in the city.
That's fucking a true statement. Yeah, that's a very true statement. Yeah, get to pass through. Well, some of the odd moments for me was I've got a lot of respect for like the Amish community anyway, and there's a lot of fucking Amish in mid to middle Michigan there, mid to like northern Michigan, and I'm passing through these fucking country roads. And you see these Amish farms and fucking, hey, it's hot as fuck. And like, there's these like fucking Clydesdales fucking just standing there, just fucking ready to work in a team, all in a team, just ready to work. I'm like, damn, that's their life story right there. That's all them bad motherfuckers do is sit there and be ready to kick ass. And you look at like some of these piles of lumber, A, that they fucking are been put there by them horses is pretty mind blowing. And then I seen some of them in action, like fucking hay in some fields and shit. And that was crazy all in itself. Just watching them pull this big old, very old steel equipment, thatching up all this fucking hay and shit. And I'm like, man, that's pretty wild. That horse was kicking ass too, just as fast as any tractor. So
Well,
it's a lot of respect for the people that still step back and live in, older times, basically in today's world. A lot of respect. Beautiful country. They know something. I think. I think they
Yeah.
got it.
They got to figure it out. Well, shit, guys, I'm gonna have to jump out of here. I gotta start making dinner. The wife will be home in a little bit. So, Eagle, fuck you for having us. Random Family Farms, fuck you for being here. Chat, fuck off. And we'll see you guys on the next one.
Thank you for popping in, brother. Have a good day. Good night.
later,
Have a good
SoCal.
time.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
follow him out the back door because I am back to harvest.
Thank you for popping in. I appreciate it, man. I wish you speedy recovery, brother. I'm sorry you had to go through that shit. That sucks.
Thank you. Thank you. Later, Eagle. Later, chat. Random Family Farms out.
Have a good one.
Later.
That being said, I'm out of here too, man. Just in time. I think I'm gonna go get some laundry done. Try to stay cool. I appreciate you guys hanging out for this midday episode. Fumbled, tough. It was tough getting this one kicked off, but I appreciate you guys. Cheers, doctor. Stay cool, brother. And for the rest of you guys, stay cool as well. Don't forget to do something nice for somebody. Random acts of going up. With that being said, I am out of here. Peace.